From December 10, if you're under 16, you're no longer allowed to have a social media account. Spend quality time with your friends and your family, face to face.
I'm Shah, I'm 15 years old.
I'm Eleanor, I'm about to turn 15.
I'm a singer-songwriter and I advertise my music on social media.
And I primarily use social media to connect with other people and to promote my social life as well as on my journey in sports. I think some of the good parts of social media is you get to kind of escape from reality and it's a really nice way to connect.
I know that there is a good side and a bad side to social media. I know for me that I've had a lot of support and people loving what I do.
I wish I knew why you act this way.
But I've also had a lot of people in real life who have found me on social media, who have decided to bring me down because they can. They have accounts made just for me, just to hate on my page.
You know, kids telling people like, go kill yourself and stuff like that. I mean, just really, really sick comments. And that's a lot for a kid to handle. And fortunately, she came to us with those sort of situations.
For me, bullying started outside of social media, but social media, it did worsen it. There was a point where I didn't want to go to school because I was getting bullied on these platforms.
There's harsh content, there's stuff that people don't want to see, and sometimes it's hard to have a conversation about that with an adult, and so it becomes your own problem that you dwell on.
I was bullied when I was a teenager at high school as well. I know what it's like to be at the receiving end of that. But the point is that I'd hope most would have the maturity to understand this, that bullying is not about to disappear because kids can't access Instagram. This is a cultural phenomenon, and it's one that requires actual investment in the right kinds of expertise.
No, sure.
I think the government's making the wrong choice here. I think it should be in our hands, not theirs. And I think this is purely just a way of them satisfying parents that don't trust their own children to be online.
Yeah,
you were there.
I was there.
At this stage, I feel very helpless. I think that the government definitely should have gotten our input first, because at 15, you can have a job, you can almost drive a car, you can do so many things, but you can't have social media. So that, in my mind, is ridiculous.
How long is that going to take to get those listeners back, though?
A long time, yeah.
Well, I support the ban because young children with the power of social media in their hands don't have the maturity to handle the impact that they can force onto other kids. It's like having a big stick in the playground, and then after everyone goes home, they can still keep using it.
But I feel really disempowered at this moment by the government, who's come in and said, essentially, no, you can't actually effectively parent your children, we will do it for you. That's pretty gross to me as a parent, and I think a lot of parents I've spoken to feel the same way. So part of the problem with the law in Australia is that it's been incredibly rushed and it hasn't been clear from the outset, and we've heard very little from youth themselves. The ban is a very blunt instrument, and it's essentially the government in Australia signalling a white flag and saying, we give up. We're not even going to attempt to regulate the platforms. We also know that teens are very adept at finding other alternative platforms to migrate to.
I think social media will become more attractive, honestly. I mean, it'd be really kind of fun to try and get around the age ban.
I like to post my singing, I feel like I can get it out there, and without that, I don't know how else I'm going to express myself.
Don't mind me if I'm feeling grey. I wish I knew why you act this way.